Hello, welcome to the second part of the gnome game. Iochand, you've been gnomed. We've been gnomed. Everyone's going to get gnomed. Previous session, what we did is we wrested control of Southroy, now known as Ronroy, from the clutches of Laurent, and we are now dominant in that region. We have no manpower though, so that is something that I want to solve. We have that we need to do, and other than that, everything's looking kind of neat, kind of nice. Income is fine-ish. I got a little bit of money. Maybe I want to build some barracks. Yeah, like 3 barracks is fine. We're drilling. We're just gaining some manpower back, and my vassals can take care of that. So next missions that we want to do, we want to free the small. I basically need 500 ducats and some manpower, and I also Lycian. I mean, I have all of the correct. Do you like me enough? You don't like me enough, but I don't think it matters. I don't know why you're getting highlanded. So we'll ignore that for now. The Oddens Bay experiment, though. Kobold Mob needs to core some provinces. Wait. Kobold Mob, 10 owned provinces with Kobold Mob core. Okay, he just needs to core that land, that's fine. And 6 provinces, currently 1, owned by me or my subject, with Workshop and Counting House. Okay, so we need to build a bunch of those, and then we'll be able to change some goods over there. Cool. Exploit the Dark Heart. I need everyone to be happy. Adventurers, actors, comedians, all happy, and I need to bring troops to Ronroy. I would like to do that. Let's just go, we'll drill in Ronroy, so that when that potentially becomes available, then we're good. Iochand migrate from the homeland. As we settle the colonies in the western islands of Valentia, gnomes cannot populate the land alone. Our other subjects, mostly Iochand humans, are eager to find a new home in the new territories. So the culture there, obviously we colonized it as Creek Gnome, but it becomes Iochander, which is kind of cool. But also the fact that we have colonized that means that we can now reach here. Send the colonist. Beautiful. Lonely Isle, we can core. I don't know what the point of it would be. I mean, it's fine. It's not exactly very devable. It's not a very good province, but sure. We'll throw a core in there. All right, let's get down to Ronroy. I'll give you some money, and other than the adventurers, everyone's close enough to 60 that a single cell titles would work. Let's throw in a couple of dev points here, so we get that. Then if I do that, everyone's above 50. Then I sell titles. Then I've got the mission done. Don't let tall oppress the small. Rose and eagle both shall. Well, it's a different one. Wrong one. Wrong one. This is war, and I don't have the manpower. Free the small is waiting. We're waiting on that one. Exploit the dark heart. That's what we're doing. In a few days, the old Runaway expedition went into the patient ruins that closed it upon it as the sea closes over a diver. Long afterwards, the news came that all the gnomes were dead. I know nothing as to the fate of the less valuable adventurers. They, no doubt, like the rest of us, found what they deserved. Poppy Biddenbob, initial report to the Gomo 1512. So we unlocked the unique artificery invention, rapid fermentation. I would like to see what that is. Also, permanent claim on Lencanor is huge. That is a lot of land. So that's nice. I can't do this yet. A war is declared, and I can't right now. I would love to build a Nimscott Academy, but It's a vassal's land, not mine. And it's their capital as well, so... Ugh, it's annoying. Actually, is it their capital? They moved their capital. Ooh, I kind of want to seize this from you now. Can I take Nimscod? Oh, huge. Huge. Mine. Mine. I'm sorry, but mine. Absolutely mine. And I want to make you happy again. So I'll pay off your debt. And I'll just placate once. Bing chillin'. Alright, cool. We now own Nimscod. Which, I mean, we always should have, right? It's always been rightfully our territory. Look, it's just, it makes sense, because the monument is really good, and I want it. But... this isn't adding extra. Good. Okay. But that means we have a new invention that I would like to go and look at. The unique invention called rapid fermentation. So, what happens? Every non-tributary subject gets rapid fermentation, giving -2 national unrest. Every province owned by Iochand or its tributary subjects that is producing wine or grain gets rapid fermentation until the end of the game, giving local goods produce modifier plus 10%. And there is a -10% aggressive expansion impact. I mean, it's 20 capacity, and I think I probably will replace it with other things, but for now, we'll throw it on. Like, other things are better. I'm gonna turn that one on as well. Yeah, other things are better, but we'll get to those in time. I'm also going to seize land. Alright, proposal of the comedians. Don't I have a thing that wants to specifically the comedians to be happy? Maybe I did, but I don't see it anymore. Either way, maybe it was just this one, and I saw the comedians at the top. Alright, so you want Dev in Botafolk, you want me to have manpower, same bro. You want me to attack Frunvager. Oh, colonization, okay. That's tempting, actually. Gomo wants Baycod's 10 Dev, I think I'm just going to do that. You want me to go Last Light Islands? Is that not already where we are? Is this not a Last Light Island? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm going to do that, because we're already moving guys here. That's huge. Okay. With that, you can drill, and again, we're going to chill. I'm going to build some more barracks, and religiously include subjects we're helping out. King Congrin Aura is now calm. Okay. We're ahead of time on everything, and we have. I think we spend that. That's fine. We don't have an admin idea group unlocked right now. Oh, actually, this army. Considering your armies are being completely stupid and not helping, let's just do it ourselves. Second reason why this is important for it to go to me. The AI is terrible at dealing with single islands. Looks like people want to ally me, so let's see. Is there any good allies available? Corvuria is there. That's tempting for sure. Certainly someone over on this side of the sea is probably best. Maybe we go, like, Magisterium for the Mage Ruler. Although we are definitely going to be abandoning our roots if we did that. We're not massive fans of mages. BPEC, I mean, tempting, but I think there's going to be issues with that soon. I don't know. Do we have rebels soon? A bit of blue scale separatism eventually. But we're just going to continue converting. BPEC does want an alliance. Thing is, I need to keep him happy, I think. Screw it. We'll ally him for now. I'm sure nothing untoward will happen. Oh, why is this fort turned off? That fort needs to be turned on permanently. Alright. Now I'm going to once again save up money, and hopefully when the money is up there, then the manpower will be too. Because, I mean, he's got 44k troops. 10,000 manpower is the scary part. We do have a fort in Moorbob, that's good. Do we want 60 mill points or 2 mercantilism? Let's get the 60 mill points. Oh yeah, I'm going to need to deal with that. My vassals are incapable. If I just go to these hills, are you going to come to me? They either come to me or they move to a farmland, so we'll stay here. And Ronroy's having a revolt as well, but they died instantly, that's fine. Alright, back to drilling on the coast. Gawed is scary. Durain, Damescrown, Anbennar, Ule, and Dinetsk as their allies. So this mission, let's have another look at it. Free the small. Iochand gets a permanent claim on the small country. The event, Agitate the Small Country, happens in 182 days. If any non-halfling country has a foothold in the small country region, we will organize a revolt using spies and lies, most halflings joining the war on our side. Gnomish Pass is looking good. Is that this place? Oh, huge. Gnomish Pass now has extra... Where is it? This one. 10 dev cost reduction. Huge. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I really want to dev it again. My lovely dames tier. Got an army tradition. We'll grab that, right? Because we are 10 years ahead of time. And then here we can click, I think in like 3 years' time. Cardesti host, yep, we don't care about that. They can come and go as they please. If we go to our vassals, I would like you to give me your trade, and the same with you. Can't do it with you yet, but eventually. Also, you don't like me very much, so we need to improve relations. And then Dragon Point, we are going to make full state, and full core, and lower autonomy. Beautiful. I mean, this is the place that I spawned the Diamond District, right? It's mine. It honestly might even be the future capital of my country. I don't know, but, like, it's mine. It's never not been mine, let's be real. So I'm taking it back. Ooh, 2 siege now. Very nice. And we'll also take extra colonial range. Sure thing. Again, 9 years ahead of time. We're good. And our heir is industrious, which is huge. Actually, I really like that. I really like that as well. He's doing really well. Okay. So we're now a 5-3-3, which is not terrible. I mean, I can deal with it. It's basically the same amount of points that I have now, just in a better order. But Industrious, I think, is slightly worse than Scholar. But it's still really good. Yeah, also you're a gnome, so you're going to live quite a while. Is this tag different from other gnomes? Yes. So, Nimskod is all about very heavy artifice. I mean, we do have artifice here, but it's very heavy into artifice, reclaiming the dragon area, dragon hills, and then heavy colonizing. They don't really care about anything past, like, Westport. Iochand cares about the Empire, and we want to gnomify them. And then Gibbard is obviously inside the Empire, and it's their whole situation is trying to get out from under the thumb of the Magisterium, who is trying to put a thumb on their artifice. Hello there, old chum. I'm not a Gnelf, I'm not a Gnoblin, I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed. Look. Everyone will be gnomed in time. It is a matter of time. It is just a matter of time. Everyone will be gnomed. Also, T in Topsicod. What a name. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, what I'm going to do, where's my floaty boaty boys? I would like you three with this guy. You can get this guy back. I have more explorations to do. There we go. That'll be nice. Yeah, when we hit 500 ducats, we're definitely going to be ready for this. How do we gnome them? Well, we turn them into Hezogdooms. Kongdom of Iochand cannot be ruled alone. By granting regional noble the title of Hezog in exchange for an oath to promote Iochander culture through their domain, we can guarantee the land is governed effectively and the process of Iochlandization proceeds as smoothly as possible. So far, we have the Kobild mob, we have Audens Bay, and we have Ronroy as our Kongdooms. We don't cut their legs enough, no. We force them to Iochandize. There's the difference. We've just unlocked sending stones. Long-distance communication is typically required the use of couriers or flying animals, both of which are expensive to maintain and notoriously unreliable. Sending stones are a replacement created through artifice to facilitate the transmission of communications across long distances at instant speeds, allowing our agents to coordinate with the capital much more effectively than before. Though only available to the most elite members of society, it's quickly catching on, and the possession of a sending stone is already seen as a mark of social status. We invented the mobile telephone. And we will research something new. What are we getting? Plane of water teleporter, trade range, trade steering. This trade steering is tempting, actually. But Artificer Exo Arms are insane. So we're going with that. It would be ignominious to not make them gnomish. True. Ignominious. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. I hate it, but I love it. That's basically what I feel about all gnomification. Like, goddamn, that's really clever. But I hate it, but I love it. All of it. It's all like that. I'm going to swap you out for this level 1 manpower guy, because, again, I need more manpower. More manpower we have, the better. Income is looking really, really nice. And you are going to continue explorationating. We could end up being the ones that spawn colonialism, right? Oh yeah, we have all the ticks. Exceptional year, do I want money or tax modifier? I'm gonna go tax modifier. Rapid development due to humans. Do I throw some money at it to get even more dev? I think so, probably. I mean, we're already 47 dev, and I do need to dev Portnam to 60. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to do that. So we're at 52 dev now. Is gnoming others rooted in deep Napoleon complex? No, basically the Northmen of probably Bjarnrik, Skalskola, Irvixen, someone like this, went and screwed over Iochand 300 years ago. And all that was left was Portnam and the Nimsnom's Theatre right here. And in the Nimsnom's Theatre, we put on plays about, you know, how great Iochander culture is, how great Creek Gnome culture is. And so we're basically exporting our culture to the world. That's the plan. Nepotism, though. Do we like nepotism? Bloody Fort and Baycods. I mean, do I want to do it with money? No, I want the dev, though. That's fine. Production in Baycods is also always something that I want. Big fan of Baycods. I'm going to turn this off just so that I get a notification when Artificer General and War Artificers pop up. Because it should be soon. Actually, interaction can only be done every 10 years. I want to click them both. Alright, explore that one. Why is he transporting more people here? This is my island, bro. We'll keep the Cardesti around still. Oh, and there's my Artificer General. Currently we have a bunch of generals. Not all of them are great. Fizwick Time Maker is not great. He's my consort. Then we've got a spare 4-3 and a spare 2-4. Nowhere near as good as our 6-5-2-2. But we'll see what we can spawn now. We get a 6-3-4-3, actually kind of based. I'm going to get rid of Jarnold Spincog. Bye-bye, buddy. Roy Double Spanner. He's alright by me. He is alright by me. And then this should pop up within a couple of months, right? I need my War Artificers, unless I can build more manually, which I can't. Maybe next time this rolls around, I should wait on the Artificer General until I can click both at the same time. Got to make sure everyone knows how great we are. Exactly, exactly. It's important for the world to be aware of our greatness. That's just a fact. If this could pop up soon, that would be nice. Everything here is still fine. Do I want to seize land? Not quite. I mean, kinda, yeah. Only the adventurers would care. But that's fine. We do have technocratic coup. But we can avoid that, right? What's my current situation? 109%. We got diet summoned. 2 of them are going to be gone by 1500. And then there's a 10% by 1504. 2 of them going to be gone by 1500. When is this set to fire? 1494. Oh no. Oh, am I in trouble? I might be in trouble. Why is there no music? Alright, I need to get their loyalty above 50. I mean, it is going up to 76. And there's more artificers. Army of 30k now, which is lovely. Though I do need cannons. So how many non-artificers do I have? 6. Do I want to get rid of 6 dudes to get 6 cannons? No, but I will get rid of, like, 2 dudes. How long is that going to take? We're at 640 right now. I think we're going to avoid it by having the loyalty go back up. Alternatively, how much did I say it was at? 109? No more supremacy over the crown for you. Get down. Get down. That's annoying. 1488. Okay, we can wait until 1488 to go to war then. The war begins in 1488. We can get a global settler increase, which is also going to increase the Portroy Creek. The noble Portroy flows through the heart of Iochand, and its waters sustain the realm. Beyond demarcating the boundary between the domain of the king in the north and that of the duke in the south, it carries the trade of Portnam and Turnwell, twin hubs of commerce in the realm. To the east lies the small country, and beyond that the west coast. The rebirth of Elantia brings the promise of exotic goods from afar, so they must flow through us. Huge trade efficiency and trade power. And that's this river that they're talking about. Which, to be honest, yeah, that's a pretty good river to have. And it goes from New Cobble. Should a short dude take the femboy route or the dwarf route? I mean, it depends on how, like, wide you are. You could also just be a short king, you know? Like, there's options. There's options here. Do I take Cav compatibility? I don't really care about Cav. I think I'm going to wait to maybe take Pike and Shot early. Also, what a question. Let's just take the Autonomy and Stormcod and maybe we'll get rid of it again. For the war, I might also swap to what's her face? Corrin. Riala and Nerat. What does Riala and Nerat give us? Let's open the Regent Court Guide. So Riala gives a free policy and 10 improved relations. So Riala's kind of shit. Nerat gives -10 attrition or plus or minus 0.1 yearly corruption. Also kind of meh. Kind of meh. I don't really care about any of them then. We got up to 15k manpower. You're already up to 34, bro. Maybe another alliance. Kvaria or Aranin? Kvaria. Let's ally with Kvaria. I mean, technically I could ally with Frozen Mall. There's 33,000 dudes there. Do I ally with a half-orc? I mean, they are region court. Fuck it. They will at least keep Gawad busy over here. Away from us. We could take the admin tech. The courthouse would be kind of tempting. You're asking since I'm playing as short people? I'm playing as gnomes. Gnomes can just do their own thing. Gnomes are neither femboys nor dwarves. Gnomes are short kings. They are intelligent, like frighteningly intelligent tinkerers and artificers, and they're cool as shit. I'm an fan. No, she, and I'm not gonna read out that message. Gnomes are more handsome goblins. I mean, everything is more handsome than a goblin. That's not really a flex. Anyway, so we're gonna do this now. We got up to 17, almost 18,000 manpower. We must free the small folk. We must do it. Don't let the tall oppress the small. Rose and eagle both shall fall. Widespread pro-independence chant during the small country revolts originating from the Viswall Rebellion in 1421. After the halflings gained full independence in 16th century, the chant would persist as a symbol of national pride despite efforts by the small country's government to suppress it in order to avoid antagonizing their two larger neighbors even further. So we lose the money. We gain permanent claim on the small country region. We agitate the small country happening in 182 days. So we can drill for 182 days, but I mean, look at the fucking permanent claims, man. The permanent claims on this tag, compared to Gorfa Zumbrog, bro, it's so night and fucking day. It's actually insane. I think I'm gonna focus mill. Right, and I'm gonna stop drilling maybe in January. $20,000 manpower. Okay, there's the Edge Small Country. Thanks for coming on such short notice, Mayor Pinefoot. It's important we have everything finalized. The big event's only 6 months away, after all. Galen Pinefoot, Mayor of Barrowshire, raised an eyebrow at the gnome in front of him, but left it at that. It's no trouble at all, friend. You have the full support of not just the Bluefoots, but us Redfoots as well. Rose and Eagle both shall fall. They won't unless we get these small logistical details sorted. The agent assigned to the eastern small country, Alda Tonkbox, adjusted her red cap. I'm afraid Iochand's come up a bit short in terms of weapons for the supply caches. Slipping too much past the Laurentius was always going to be a tall order. We'll let it slide, we'll let it slide. Oh, that's no issue. We'll have the element of surprise during the initial revolt. As long as you focus on securing the apple fields, there'll be direct supply line from Turnwell. Rest assured, we'll keep the way to Viswall open. Keeping the way open will be no small feat. We'll have to prepare for Laurentius counterattack in short order. Alda paused for a moment, glancing at the war plans on the walls of the safe house. It's a big ask, but does Barrowshire have the resources to withstand large-scale siege? Again, Galen raised an eyebrow, a look of visible annoyance on his face. We can set up some barricades if need be, but I'm afraid our city doesn't have much in the way of permanent fortifications. We wouldn't be able to hold out against a direct siege for longer than a few weeks. That being said, Laurent won't be able to maintain an occupation with Iochand so close by. Well, there's just a few more small things. Okay, quit it with the size puns or the rebellions off. Do we have bigger things to worry about? Okay, we declare war on Laurent with a second small war casus belli. Every halfling country except Appleton and Purview will rise in the revolt and ally with us until the end of the second small war. Every non-halfling country with a presence in the small country will side with our enemy. This is pain. All the following must be true for Icahnd's enemies to give up in its claim for small country region. Every capital of the independent countries is occupied. Every capital of independent countries is occupied. All provinces in small country region are controlled by Iochand or allies. We need 75 war score. And Iochand will uncon at minus 100. Well, no shit. Oh my god, that's a fat fuck off war. Is this war meant to be declared at this stage? I mean, I'm outnumbered like fuck. Nice. Anyway, we're gonna have some issues. I fear like this is gonna be painful. Anyway, we can call a couple of dudes to arms. We've already pieced out Rubyhold. Okay. And Venale, and Wex, and Exwez, and Ryland Temple, and Royalsad. Oh, sick! So we only have to fight Goward and Laurent, basically. And honestly, these numbers are pretty fucking even. Okay. Alright. You are black flagged. Where are you marching towards? You're going towards Two Fork. I need morale. I need morale before I can do anything. This is a 3-speed war for sure. This kind of thing I can't endorse. I'm low morale, but I am way stronger than you, right? We should win this. Yeah, we're winning that. Plus, I don't think he's retreating very far, right? Yeah, no, he's gone. He's off. All right, I'm gonna get some more morale. So the independent countries is just Laurent and Gowed, then. We need to occupy Laurentane and Gowerton and have every province in the small country under our control. Do more exploration. Be nice if I could encourage them all to get onto my forts. Is there any inventions that I can turn on? The commercial sky galleon is not going to help. We're going to get some ICA in the next invention. So that's the plan. Appleton is independent, so we're going to have to attack them as well. This should be a good fight for us. Huge. Absolutely huge. Oh! Ho, ho! Stack wipe for 5k casualties is insane. That battle was no small feat. And plus we own the Fort of Iochand, right? This is under our control. I'm gonna wait for a month tick, and then I'm gonna fuck on this Laurentish army. The urge to shift consolidate is there, but it just makes regular consolidation later painful. Plus we got the stack wipe anyway. Alright, huge. I'm gonna go to my lands and heal again. Maybe take some cute little stack wipes along the way. No general. Explore the ruined sea. Every stack wipe we can do is huge. You're on low morale. I'm going to take the trade efficiency there. You're self-sustaining. Surely that's a mission complete, right? Yes. Okay, where does this mission want us to go again? I need to own our fill. I don't know where our fill is yet. And then it's just Indraliande, this stuff I kind of want. We'll go colonize this for now. This should also be a stack wipe. Yep, huge. We control the trade of a protectorate, and the more we manage to export all the things they grow and produce, the larger the crop. Somehow we've managed to increase both the quality and quantity of the production and increase our trade power as well. Huge. And another stack wipe. Let's go there and then there. It's a small island connected to the big west island of the colonial region. Okay, perfect. Long-term grudges come to fruition. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but not that much. Diplo points, I like those. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Rubenair is also, we need to occupy their capital. Alright, lovely stuff. We are going to go north and deal with this Gawed army. Perhaps by the time I get up there, we'll have replenished our troops. We're going to cap on admin points. I'm going to go to 3 stab. Casualties so far looking heavily in our favor, and we have a 25, nearly 30k troop lead on them now. though some of our troops aren't doing very much. The ports of call answer the sea. The girl looked out at the brightest cerulean sea, ships dipping above and below the horizon, like pendulums on the water. She did not know her mother or her father. All she had ever known was the city and the sea beyond it, and that was all she needed, she supposed. She did odd jobs for pay, slept in alleys and under docks, and ate with a view to be envied. But one day she looked out to sea. She saw a strange sort of ship. Though blue was ever a popular colour among sailors, the ship's sails were greener as it neared. She could make out the crew. Men and women wore the same greenish cloth, and had strange amulets and jewellery. Some were crafted from shells and such, others from tattered rope and mangled hooks. She heard them preach, in common tongues of older, more primordial Uelos, how he is the lord of the sea, and how he can protect your ships, or guarantee a bounty of fish. Most seem to dismiss them as ramblers and zealots, but perhaps... Is this how you become... Yeah, this is how you become Cult of Uelos. Oh, rebelling there is crazy. You're just gonna have to have the siege while we have our fight. I'm not. You're running away. Okay, never mind then. We're going to try and siege Eagle Crest. Oh wait, you're not running away. Okay. Huge win there. How many troops are you down to? 5k troops, 13k manpower. Huge. Shame I couldn't call you to a war. Oh, if we could trap you there. Oh, if he goes there again. I also kind of want a new admiral. Oh, he's glorious. Another massive stack wipe. Oh, the more stack wipes we do, the better. Do I want Dev on Nimscod? Yes, I do want Dev on Nimscod. Nimscod is a beautiful little island. We're almost going to get the Dev, which is going to give infantry fire, which is exactly what we love. Right, that 13k is important to kill. So I'm going to try and kill that. This siege needs to be protected. I could summon the diet, but I'm worried about the Gomo, so we're not going to do any more summon diets. Yeah, we're going to try and take this siege. We have the Artificer Exo Arms. The recent advances in potent dynamic servo technology, the ability to provide extra limbs is finally possible, without the need for committing crimes against nature. Advanced exoarms are mechanical limbs powered by clockwork and controlled through divination magic-based interface with the ruler's mind, or the user's mind. Though not economical for general use, this innovation will allow our artificer units to become much more potent forces on the battlefield, able to carry many more tools, tinker on the go, and wield much larger and heavier ordnance with even more inputs. After all, 3 hands are better than 2. Alright, we are going to try and turn that on immediately. Let's fund the artificers first. I don't particularly care for either of those. I'm going to turn this one off. And we're going to turn on the Artificer Exo Arms. We're 40 out of 60, so let's also... Self-cleaning parchment works. Morning, Tanya. This is a different tag entirely. Gnomish Hierarchy is in fact my vassal. They're just called Odin's Bay. But they are technically the Gnomish Hierarchy. But yeah, this is a vassal / culture conversion, or cultural assimilation, kind of gnome tag, and it's so far very cool. I do not like the amount of attrition we were taking there. Alright, so you've got the 3 siege now. I'm going to take one more of those guys away. If I could get to here and defend... I mean, I could, but only if I go all the way around. We definitely win this siege race, though. Don't think I need to worry about that. Oh, you fuckers. I have to deal with that at some point. Who is disloyal? Oh, it's Odin's Bay. Probably because I stole Nimscod from them. You've got 33,000 troops. I mean, you did go over there and I didn't even catch it in time. I don't know where the rest of his troops are. He's got 16k there, maybe another 10 here. There's some army floating around inside Gowed. Or going to reinforce over here. Thing is, we can stop them from marching to here, but they're already here, so who cares? Alright, 21. Roll that, and then I will roll out and murder this. Siege of Eagle Crest is over. Good shit. Ooh, he's building cannons. That's illegal. See if I can't catch some more. I mean, you're spending the manpower on these guys. Let's make that a mistake. This is a dangerous one. We're good, though. The more we can wipe out these little 1k stacks, it's actually so key. They don't have the manpower to survive all of that. Also, 30 ducats per cannon, exactly. This is unwise. Oh no, he's not coming. He's not coming. Huge. That's a stack wipe for less than 1,000 losses, right? Huge. Surprise, motherfucker! Tactics! Alright. Another huge stack wipe. Cancel that military access. I'm gonna go deal with that. New Gov reform. What do we want? Followers of many gods? Meh. Balance of power could be nice. Temples give more money. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go temples give more money because we are already trying for the tax meta. Alright, I don't like you being at 49%. I'm gonna try and get down there. You need to go and explore more shit. Please don't take it on a 49. He's gonna do it. Oh, we got so fucking lucky. Huge. Fuck you, Rubina. Okay, where are we at now? This is like half their troops. But we need someone to siege Gawatin. We need someone to siege Laurentane. We need someone to siege, which is already happening, Rubina. Or Corwin, capital of Rubina. This might be a painful fight, though. Just tuned in. What's Iochand about? Does it have any good modifiers and unique things? Yes, we turn the Empire gnomish, or spread gnomish culture to the masses, let's say. At the moment, we are in a war against Gawad and Laurent in order to free the halflings. And usually you'd think, oh, we're freeing the halflings. That means that we're going to find the small country existing. If you stick around, you'll see that that's not the full extent of the truth. There's somewhat more to it than that. But it's been super fun right now so far. The writing has been really funny. So I'm enjoying it so far. A lot of short jokes. Also, I don't know why the gnomes are making short jokes. Gnomes are also short. Though we are like a hybrid of a bunch of different cultures, right? Where Iochand, we have a new unique culture group that we've basically pushed all of these cultures into the same culture group called Iochander. Obviously, Iochander is also a culture group in itself, or a culture in itself, but it includes kobolds, halflings, elves, Osgar orcs, the dwarves, and Ruinkanders as well. Which, I mean, I guess we'll find them eventually. But yeah, it's been super interesting. Right, I think now is the time for us to go for Gawatin. Improvements in naval technology, extra dip points, I'll take. I'm just going to take this early because I don't have anything else to spend it on. And that's useless for me, but we'll just leave it for now. I think I need to siege Appleton. Yeah, I know. Greymaul is trying and failing, but someone will help him out at some point. I'm gonna put you guys on siege. Maybe that's gonna help. Tempted to get some mercs to help siege, because I am out of manpower now. Are you out of manpower? Yes, you've got 20k now manpower. You've got 10k and are out of manpower, so we are definitely winning this war. Do I spend the manpower to siege Gawatin? Or do I spend it to murder you? Let's go for Gawatin. At some point we need to go and relieve that as well. Damn it, I really wish I had a couple more cannons. I need 3 cannons. I've got slightly less than 2. I don't know if I win that siege race. I'm going to fight him while I still have the manpower to do so. I'd win the siege race because I've got 100 spy network on him, but still. Appleton is being sieged now, good. Yeah, if I do the killing, that lets my allies do the sieging. Like, he can't afford any of these losses. And is he gonna just retreat to Gawatin? He might. Can I follow up? Oh yeah, he's only gone there. Has he got enough manpower, morale to move? He did, okay. You have a 2 siege. That's annoying. We will siege this, and then move the better general, or the better siege general, over to Gawatin. And you can have this guy, and we can chill on the siege. Why is Royal Sard sieging it? Are you also taking the opportunity to... What? Why did we abandon the siege? That's fucking annoying. Okay. This is fine. Go on, I fucking dare you. No, let him. Oh, you fucking morons. Imagine we trapped him up there. It'd be so good. He's only got 9k dudes left. Oh, I'm being helped here by 3k. In that sense, I'm going to take 3k of my guys out of here. If I take all 4, we don't have enough. This should now be a stack wipe on Moorcobb. Alright. Let's murderize. And you can explore Calamity Pass. I currently don't have the guy sent out, so we're going to go there. Not a stack wipe. Oh, did my good general die? That's fucking horrific. Alright, Appleton once again got relieved. I don't know how. Siege Gallatin is over. Huge. We're going to go for Rye Castle with the same army. Still not back to no mill? No. Unfortunately not. You've retreated there. That's probably good. We just need Gowed to basically be in a situation where they can't, like, relieve a siege before we end up going south again. But this is looking really hot now. It's really, really good. Oh, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. The particularists can have that. I'm glad I saw that. That was pretty close. Alright, I think after I've done these sieges, I am going to go south again now. We now need to work on Laurent. They're the primary war leader anyway. Steal the siege from the rebels. I don't want to fight his rebels. I don't really care. It's not necessary, I don't think. I think we can get to 75% without it. But we need to siege Appleton, we need to siege Laurentane, and we need... Oh, we've got the siege of Rubenair. Good. In here, we're going to go with aggressive expansion impact. I don't know how much that's going to affect us, but it might. Alright. If you could keep the Siege of Appleton going now, that would be pretty nice. West Ham is now the Emperor. Interesting. Taking it from Wex. I am going to donate a dude. Just to make sure the siege keeps going. Oh, I'm also going to put you in charge of it. What is this war? You came from the VOD, you just made Laurent your buddy? So Laurent is oppressing the small folk, and therefore the small folk must be liberated into my protection. Yes. Let's call it protection. Get out of there. Galway's only got 3k dudes left. Very funny. Alright. This siege, and 75% war score, and we are out of this war. War goal is to take Laurentane, and we're at minus 22 from that. So, you know, add 36 and 47 together, and we're basically where we want to be. Do I want to take that now? Yes, I do. Killing that would also be nice, but we'll wait until we've won the siege. Might need Lycian siege. I don't think so, because they're not independent. I like dwarves, but he's a true exemplar of the community anyway. 75 Diplo points I'll take, which means another idea. A kind of shitty one that doesn't do anything for me, but, you know, I'll take it anyway. And you're trying to recruit a troop. Imagine, the guy has finally gotten himself enough manpower and he's like, nah, actually, it's not happening. Anyway, we now need this sieged and get to 75 war score, and we're done. The only place of safety they have is Sorn Bay. Are they actually trying to get to Sorn Bay? Are they running to Sorn Bay? They fucking are. It's too slow. .28 war score and we're done. I don't think this one counts. Come on. Come on, 28, 28, 28. Fuck. But they're in the small country region, true, but they're not independent, and the thing said only independent counts. Sue for peace. No, no, we need Appleton. It's done. It's done. We're at 76. I think this is done now. Oh, there it is. All the following must be true for Ichand's enemies to give up the claim in the small country region. Every capital of independent enemy countries is occupied. Correct. All provinces in the small country region are controlled by Iochand or its allies. Wait. Okay, yeah, I do need to siege Lycian. My bad. So, 0, when this falls, then we're good. Everything is occupied by me or my allies. Huge. Oh, we are apparently fighting his rebels again. He's got 3,000 dudes and no manpower. Someone's going to jump on him, surely. Oh, and that's fallen as well. Alright, put it on speed 5 because we're just waiting on this siege to be finished now. $28. Oh, Christ on a bike. So you're gonna move 1294. Oh, you're gonna be taking a while. Okay. We can do this then. $49. Come on, fucking fall, you prick. Vanille is administering an empire, and the price of paper goes up. Sounds fine. Alright. Lycian has fallen. Lycian has fallen. So what are we waiting on? Everything occupied by me or my allies. That's everything. We're done, right? Can anyone see anything that I'm missing? They don't occupy anything. We occupy everything. We just have to wait for a thing to tick. Like, I get that there's this, but... But you're not part of the region. Yeah, me or my allies occupy everything there. Okay, so I think it's just a case of... wait for the victory tick? What's the holdup? Is it because you're sieging Iochand? Let's go deal with this. The overlords of everyone needs to be occupied as well, right? So, do you have an overlord? No, not anymore, actually. Do you have an overlord? No. And then it's just Gawed. Did you end up getting any occupations? No. I don't know what we're missing. I'm truly stumped as why this isn't already fired. Maybe this is what's necessary. That's not what I wanted. Maritime journeys, especially in the past storms of Insia or the eldritch monstrosities of Valentia, can take months or years. Now, though, we've discovered something that could make it quicker. Simply accessing a different oceans, more specifically those in the plane of water. Plane of water teleporters, first invented by Derain Trading Company in the Ruined Sea, where the boundaries between planes are weak, have proved to be a revolution in trade and navigation. Plane of water corresponds to our material plane, but with denser distances. So if one of our ships teleports to that plane, sails a mile, and then ends up back in our plane, they will have traveled at least twice as far. In addition, the relative peace and consistency of the plane of water makes this easy to accomplish. Must, of course, calculate our routes thoroughly beforehand, and must hope that our portals do not accidentally place us inside another ship, in front of an iceberg, or on top of a seaside cottage. But these are small risks to bear. With the plane of water teleporter, we do not need to worry about demons, nor fae, nor otherworldly monstrosities. Only the occasional water elementals, who are rather friendly, as long as we don't try fishing while we're there. In total, the seas are ours to sail, and intercontinental trade has never been easier. Very nice, very nice. Let's research another doodad. Box of holding, global tariff, meh. Siege ability, I like it. And shock damage received. Huge. Portable turrets. The OPM in the south? This guy? Trenton? I guess so. Kind of like separate piece. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you might be right. Oh, you must be right. I didn't realize he existed. The garden is bathed in the cool light of a full moon. Turning a corner to come across a sight was not what you had expected, but here it is. Before you stands a monument to Iochand conquest of Bezurzoksamai. The beauty lies not in the exquisite marble, nor even in the craftsmanship of the thing, but in the fact that even now, many years later, the monument is still strewn with thousands and thousands of fresh flowers. Here, if nowhere else, the memory of Iochand conquest of Bezurzoksamai and the memories of the fallen still lives. Where? Bezurzoksamai. It's up in here, right? It's gotta be. Bezurzoksamai. There it is. Kind of funny. Okay, 21%. The end of big words! Impudence! A lack of respect for what is owed based on height. That is what this revolt was. That is probably what the Laurentius and Goedi would have said if they'd won. Too bad they lost. Now the two kings stood on the stage at Nimnom's theatre, shooting angry glares at both the snickering audience and each other. This was perhaps the most humiliating part of the peace deal, even more so than having to abandon all claims to the small country in perpetuity. The Western Canor's two former hegemons forced to participate in a play run by impudent, disrespectful gnomes. The only thing that brought each of them some comfort is that the other was just as embarrassed as they were. A spotlight turned on, illuminating Congrin Aura. She sat on a prop throne, wearing both the wooden prop crown of Iochand and a huge smirk on her face. Anything you'd like to say, your majesties? The kingdom of Laurent gives up all claims on the small country and, gods, accepts the supremacy of Iochander cultural values, groaned the Laurentish king. The Gawedi king stifled a smile, though it quickly disappeared when Aura motioned for him to speak as well. Ugh, the kingdom of Gawed does all of that too. Is that it? Almost. One more thing, said the Congrin. She stuck out her foot, her grin growing even wider. You know what to do. Fine, let's get it over with. The King of Goed marched over to Aura, shoving the King of Laurent out of the way as he did, and started to kneel down. He didn't get far before the King of Laurent, furious at being even further humiliated, shoved him to the ground. The King of Goed grabbed the King of Laurent's leg and dragged him down as well, and the audience roared in laughter as they began to throw ineffective punches at each other. The pair continued to brawl for a while before they slowly came to the realization that they were fighting over who got to kiss the Congrad of Iochand's foot first. The red-faced kings quickly fulfilled the final part of the treaty and rushed off stage, trying to ignore the deafening guffaws chasing after them. Absolutely fucking based. That's fucking hilarious. Holy. That's so fun. That's fucking great. That's oh my god. Who's small now? White peaceful Laurent and cede small country region to Iochand. Well, we didn't even gain that much. Oh my gosh. Okay. The second small war is over. We lost 180k. They lost 283. All that for a little bit of land. Okay. In fair new cobble. So I need to subjugate Appleton. Like, we only got 3 provinces, and I can't even core them. Maybe I'll be able to vassalize them in this. Barrowshire buddies. No? Okay. Maybe Barrowshire buddies is what it is. Alright, all provinces in small country region are either owned by me or my subjects, or the province owner is halfling, allied with me, improve relations of 90. Okay. We don't need either of these things anymore. I don't even think I've got the Diplo points to do anything funky with, I could steal maps. You don't even have any. Oh, Protector of the Small's already done then. O Kong of Kongs, our kingdom of the small knows Iochand will prove our truest friend. Until the day both our kingdoms fall, this pact of unity shall never end. The Tragedy of Iochand, Act 2, Scene 4. The scene depicts the signing of the Peace of Ronroy in 481, by which the small kingdom and Iochand ended hostilities to unite against Gowedi invasion. So there's 100 Diplo points and Barrowshire buddies happens. Congratulations on your promotion, Hezog Pinefoot, said Elder Tonkbox, offering the halfling before her a warm smile. Oh, it's nothing. I'm just glad that the small country is finally free. Small kingdom, I should say, replied Galen Pinefoot happily. He glanced around his office in Barrowshire City Hall, a much more pleasant place for discussion than the modest safe house he'd spent so much time in. I trust our work isn't over yet? It's never over, so long as the Laurentish and Gowedi exist. Alder rolled a map of the newly liberated territory on Galen's desk. Let's discuss logistics. Moving the capital back to Barrowshire will take a while, considering Viswall currently holds most of the small kingdom's administrative infrastructure. We'll have to split governing duties between the two cities for a while, as we slowly transitioned everything over here. So, will we have to expand the city's government buildings? I worry that our current ones might be a bit... Galen looked up expectantly at Alda, gesturing for her to finish the setup. No, they should be fine in their current state. We could even try to restore a few of the old pre-Dragonwake ones if needed, ancient as they are, she replied, showing no reaction. We should also consider the strategic necessities that comes with the establishment of a capital. We need to build a more permanent defense perimeter. Is everything all right, Ancient Tonkbox? Galen looked concerned. You haven't made a single size-related joke since the war ended. I haven't? Alda briefly paused, contemplating his words. I suppose I didn't really think about it. Would you prefer if I did? No, don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. Galen froze, suddenly realizing what he just said. Oh, goddamn Victory is no small feat. We establish a small Kongdom as a Herzog with a capital in Barrowshire. Small Kongdom will inherit our owned provinces and all halfling countries in the small country region. Alexander gets gnomes. Barrowshire becomes Creek. halfling, Creekfoot halfling, and adds gnomes and humans, and I gain 30 prestiges. So it goes from this mess to this small Kongdoom. It's not a kingdom, it's a Kongdoom. So fucking based. So based. I love this so much. Oh my god, we got the small Kongdoom. Alright, well, we need to obviously start improving our relations with our new Kongdoom. We're gonna drill while I gain my loyalty, my stuff back. 100 Liberty Desire? Are you having an giggle? He has a lot of development, to be fair. He has a very much large amount of development. So in Fair New Cobble, Applenam. Oh yeah, all of these names got changed as well. It was Appleton, it's now Applenam. Lilbrook, we've got Lackenfield Midwood. The Viz walls are unchanged. Well, they lost an L. That's fine though. Arlen March, Doefork, Groonberry. We have renamed a bunch of it. It's beautiful. But yeah, lovely stuff. So, we will continue to do the colonization stuff. Lovely, 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 lovely. Your army size is 26k? That's gotta be over your force limit, right? Where do I even check your force limit? I don't even know if I can. Oh, well, I'll just do it here. Force limit's in mil. Is it in allies? No. You're my vassals, so... Anyway, there's a small Kongdoom. They have 33, same as myself. But we'll get them on side. It's gonna be fine. All right. With that, oh, apparently we took pair point. That's fine. We inherited whoever the fuck that was. Go deal with your rebels. But yeah, we have a relatively small army right now that we need to improve as soon as we get a little bit more in the way of, you know, manpower. News from Aelanty has arrived, spread widely by the order of chroniclers and proclaimed by telemite criers in every major town. In a ruined precursor temple, a mural with chilling implications. A scene of utter destruction and ruin. A great fireball rising from the middle of the continent, raining stone and lightning down onto the land. Off to one side, a man is seen descending from the clouds. He wields a scepter in one hand and is extending his other arm in an effort to contain the explosion, lightning streaking towards him as he does so. The extended arm terminates at a stump instead of a hand, and a great silver cloak covers his left side and partially obscures his missing leg. The artist's inscriptions have been partially translated, and our scholars believe they labeled the figure Castellar, god of the sky, and the explosion is denoted simply as the end. The documents of discovery and rubbings of the murals are widespread across Canor, and are spreading like wildfire through the scholarly halls and elite circles of Halkan. In Laurentane and Gowerton, Anbennar and Tel Maldor, even in the ruins of Casnath, the rumours are starting to swirl. The precursor elves store, Castellos die, and wrote down what they saw so we would know. What else does Aelanty have to reveal? Can I go no military still? Yeah, I could, but I don't want to spend 200 mil points. But I maybe could. I maybe should. Not while it's manpower recovery speed. I kind of need to recover some manpower first. Maybe that's something we do later on down the line. So, this is going well. We'll get you to explore more. that mix it is. It's fat end and pointy end. Okay, can I see where the thing is now? Arfill. Arfill. Ah, there it is. Okay. So that's what we're going to colonize next. And I'm not going to do this until I can do both at the same time. We found an infernal cult. We are going to burn it out for the Faith Court in Iochand. Worrying report has found its way to the doors of the court. It tells of a dark and devilish cult which has supplanted a well-known den of debauchery and vices in our domain. While rumors of the type are known to often appear, yet rarely prove true, in this case, an unexpected watchman accidentally stumbled into a den of vice and heretical madness on his break. In an unassuming basement, icons of the infernal court wreathed and painted across walls, red candles and ritual circles, and more were uncovered. After a tactical retreat, the watchman spread the news to his superiors through confidential channels, and the news has now reached the ear of the Kongan. The decision is obvious for many. Strike them down and utterly eradicate the vile heresy and see the perpetrator scattered to the corners of Halkan. Yes, of course, of course. The garden is bathed in the cool light of the full moon. Turning the corner to come across this sight is not what you had expected, but here it is. Before you stands a monument to Iochand conquest in Adarod. Oh, we've just read this one. But for here. But now Adarod enjoys being conquered too. Let's make it so that I don't take a loan. Lovely stuff. Burn it out. Oh, you know what I can do? Let's turn off Magic Missile Deployer. And then go to our uniques and turn back on Rapid Fermentation. Lowers Unrest. Oh, wait. Took a loan anyway. My bad. Oh, do I already have a mockery on? I do. Fuck. Oh no, it's good. Do any of the new missions help with new subject loyalty? Oh yeah, we have South Roy reforms. Let's have a look at this. So, 20 provinces in North Ireland here. Okay. We'll get that eventually. In Fair New Cobble, it's just gonna change goods. Ordinary experiment. I need to build workshops in the north. But this is going to go to the Rainbow Palace. Don't know what that is. But we should start trying to work on that. We need to dev to 15. 3 farm estates. In Perez and Applenam. So yeah, I need the farm estate in there. And there. Which means I'm going to need to dev you, unfortunately. Probably to 20. That's fine to take. The Gel Palisade. Since its construction, the beautiful Gel Palazd, or Yellow Palace, has gleamed as the crown jewel of Iochand. Designed by the brilliant gnomish architects and constructed by their diligent Iochander crews, the palace stands as a monument to the people of the realm, surrounded on all sides by the yellow flowers for which it's named. Dignitaries and nobles from near and far speak of the extravagant balls of Gel Palazd, kaleidoscopic affairs of entertainment and decadence, ensconced in the yellow fabric of the palace decor. That's going to help a little bit. Bit of dip rep. He does have more dev than me. Also, colonialism is going to fire soon. And it could fire in me. We'll make it rebels in Nimscott itself. Not a fan of that. Suppose I should start trying to build some workshops in the north. Why is it all 0? Autonomy 94? What the fuck? That's crazy. We're gonna pay off our loan, and then I'm gonna work on getting a manufactory here. Our colony in Gorbikod has now become self-sustaining, so we're gonna continue in Altiflor, and get that finished as well. You will live in ignominy. No. Everyone loves me. We're now at 94. I could summon the diet again. Do I want to summon the diet? I kind of want to summon the diet. I think I want to seize land, honestly. Yeah, summon the diet and then seize land. And then Iochand wants a manufactory. I'm not building one there. Actors want manpower. Portnam shipyard. Iochand production building. I mean, why would I do that? Gomo. Everyone's obsessed with Iochand. Honestly, encourage me to not go to war until I've hit my manpower goals. There we go. Wave of obscurantism. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna do prestige. I think that's the better one. Let's go to Baycods. I don't want to increase the autonomy there. The Festival of Vows is upon us. Ryala, the blessed goddess of love and beauty, is honoured by the jovial festival. A renewal of vows between lovers, both in private and in public, is followed by a procession of said couples through the streets of the capital. Donning their finest attire, devoted couples, young and old, rich and poor, are cheered on by onlookers during the celebration of Ryala's divine blessing of love. This parade lightens the heart of all our subjects as surely as the following feast fills their bellies. The festival provides an opportune time for Aura to show herself as a paragon of devotion for our people. How should the sovereign celebrate? I have the money. Celebrate privately. Chance of new heir. We have an heir, who I'm okay with. Let's get the prestige. Magnificent feast for the lovers. Everyone loves gnomes. It's truly a cursed timeline. Where did the gnome hate come from? I feel like the gnome hate is like not a thing. Well, I don't understand it. Gnomes are great. All right, we click both of these now. We're now up to 35,000 troops. And look, Brother Man might think he's stronger, but I would bet everything I own that, like, I could beat him 2-on-1. I am thinking I might kill these guys, these 4 infantry off, right? What's my force limit? Oh, no, we keep them all. Only someone who got gnomed too hard could hate gnomes. That's true. That is true. Clearly Napalm got gnomed. Pour one out. Pour one out from. You're at 79 now. Tell you what, here. Have a couple of clicks of Viswaller development. And I guess Barrowshire too, sure. Alright, everyone is happy with me again. Yay! So, I guess... Yeah, we're saving up for a manufactory. That's fine. Oh, maybe I should have devved Applenam instead. Maybe I still need to. Get it to at least 15. And apparently I have a core on Applenam. I have cores on all of this stuff. Maybe he's gonna give me it. Through an event. Do I want to ally any of these people? Probably not. Maybe Eberthil, actually. For their navy. Oh no, my guy died. There we go. Get you back. Explore stuff. Look, I'm helping. Caravans of kobolds pulled by heavy drakes, wagons packed with wool and shiny trinkets. All across Menerd, kobolds leave for the interior. After years of enduring our rule, of seizing kobold lands, displacing their peasants, and instituting Iochand administrations, the locals have had enough. They have taken their belongings and their wealth and have begun a great migration into the Dragonspine caverns. The kobolds depart from the surface towards a place they think they can still defend. Most of our local settlers have begun celebrating, seizing every piece of kobold property they can find in the aftermath of the migration. Some, though, hesitate, as they watch riches flow past our borders. They claim there are 2 ways by which we could stop this migration. Either we integrate the kobolds, or we could destroy their safe haven in the Dragon Depths. Otherwise, they might just keep leaving. For now, though, this means more homes for our settlers, more land for our farmers, and less pesky reptilians to deal with. Who are we to complain about one less trapped burrow to watch out for? We got 4 events that could happen, other than dragons, clan conflicts, refugee pilgrims, and outside ideas. But yeah, Menerd is... I actually don't know where Menerd is here. Bye-bye, kobolds. Do we have any events or missions about the kobolds? That's this one, right? Yeah, I just need to build 4 workshops. And loyalty of the Gomo. Let's start those, even though all of this is terrible territory right now. Baswick. Let's have you helping out. And we're doing pretty well at converting it all. And the culture here is like Dragon Mask kobolds, a lot of it. The more we convert, the more it gets changed. Oh, excuse me. Do I want to take an Explo idea? Yes, I do. 10% extra settler chance is going to be very nice. Alright, final one of these. You can go there. Does the mission say every place with those buildings? No. Cloth gets produced in the 4 highest dev wool provinces owned by Iochand or non-tributary subjects in the Dragon Coast. And then paper in Odin's Bay. And then an event happens. Okay. Much my colonial events have ended. I need to remove one of these allies, don't I? Maybe Ule is no longer necessary. Lovely stuff. Alright. You're gonna drill. We're gonna continue to explore. Do we take a quality idea? I think we do. Bit of naval morale, why not? One more and we get, what's that? Manpower recovery speed. Oh, that'll be nice. Could take tech ahead of time. I don't see the point in it, though. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Inno. Well, shit, I'm too late. I'm not 75% ahead. Penalty is rough. Especially as in 1 year we're going to hopefully spawn a institution. I'm going to ask Odin's Bay for manpower. Times of need event. Gowed spying on me. What is this? 2,500 manpower. Nice. Thank you very much, Odin's Bay. As the ship entered the Bay of Linanan, a small crowd of natives gathered on the beach were silently regarding the expedition. The ship's mate jumped into a spontaneous and cheerful dance to the accommodation of pipes. Natives started laughing, which broke the tension. Food and drink were brought down to the beach for them to feast upon. One of the natives showed great interest in the ship, the swords, the other pieces of equipment brought by one of the expedition members. With the help of the translator, a young woman spoke of her knowledge of the nearby islands and of her great desire to see more of the world. Gain explore. Oh, admin. I'll take the admin points. Because you also need to be highly devved. Does Nimsgard have any allies left? Oh, yeah. Probably. Yeah, manpower, then murder Nimsgard. They didn't have any allies before. They're just allied with Everorphan. Who cares about that? I don't care about native opinions. Mission fulfilled. Odinroy experiments. The future of Gnomekind lies with the industrial sector. Gomo Hierarch Melbin Gronbottom of Tinsley, 1539. So, yeah, change the goods here to cloth. Very nice. Did you hear what they're making us move? Move? What happened? Them lads in Portnam went and conquered the Dragon Coast. Now they want us to farm the Silnam Valley for them. So they're shipping us up north. Hold on a moment. You said them gnomes conquered it, eh? Who'd them gnomes conquer it from? Kobolds, I think. So why not get the kobolds to farm it for them? Why send us honest Southroy folks up? Oh, maybe they don't like kobolds very much. Don't like them kobolds? Why not? I don't know. Maybe them ancient grievances each side inflicted on the other left both of them trapped in an unending cycle of endless retaliatory violence and distrust from which both gnomes and kobolds are unable to reasonably break free. Fair enough. So when we're leaving? I don't know. Just heard a rumour. Not sure it's actually true, to be honest. If you ain't sure, why'd you tell me? Because I deeply value the conversations we have, and I appreciate you as a friend. Feelings mutual, pal. Yes, again, this tag is full of references. Again, I think on season 1 is Life of Brian. So, 10 separatists rise up in Iochand de Momroy. Kobold tolerance level goes down, and maybe we start murdering them. A lot of minorities grow there. Or, who can bring themselves to hate the goofy little lizard guys? Admin points. Intolerance increase. Tobacco produced in fish provinces on the Dragon Downs area. We're gonna go coexistence. Coexistence with the kobold. We're gonna try it. I'm not always horrifically xenophobic in Anbennar. Ooh, Gnomish migrants arriving in Nimscott as well. Portnam, sorry. Very nice. I am gonna grab the mill points. And then we have portable turrets. Defense can be a tricky affair. When charged sufficiently, such as say by an orcish horde, many soldiers can find it difficult to stay in place and defend as needed, even if such a thing will serve them better than simply running. Even when a soldier needs to defend offensively, in the case of a siege, a lack of due diligence can greatly lengthen the affair by allowing supplies to slip into the defenders. Portable turrets have been introduced by the mechanists to try and ease these issues. It consists of several guns contained within a metal frame, capable of rotating in a full circle. As the name suggests, these turrets are very easy to move. Placed down in the shape of a box and capable of unfolding to the correct shape. When guided by an artificer, these turrets can fight with the strength of several men with the presence of none. Nice. Research again. Market Mender or Vorpal Bullets. I mean, they're both really good, but we'll go Market Mender, I think. Still need to change your culture as well. Colonial country goes bankrupt. Nope. Disagree. Oh, shit. Okay, we're gonna have to go to war with Venale. That's unfortunate. Does Nimscott have any allies left? You might want to take the island with a monument. I forgot that this had a monument. Oh, huge! I forgot this had a monument. Yeah, definitely. We're taking that for ourselves. Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. Orcish slavery in Aelantia. Love me some settler increase. In our continued exploration of the lost elven homeland, we have come across many ruins, not only of the precursor elves, but of the various runeborn groups that rebuilt in the wake of the ruin of Aelantia. One of our most recent expeditions into the interior came upon a small ruined shrine that appears to have been built by some long-extinct group of runeborn. Inside the sanctum, at the heart of the shrine, our explorers discovered an elaborately wrought stone tabernacle with a single object inside of it. A staff nearly 6 feet in length, carved of a single piece of white stone and capped with a solid blue orb at one end. The other end terminates in what appears to have once been a large faceted gem, but no longer. Only tiny crystalline shards remain. Our scholars have spent some time discussing what the origin and nature of this staff might be. Preliminary analysis of the magical aura lingering on the staff indicates that it was once used in powerful abjuration magics, but not much else could be gleaned. During one of the discussions, the resident priest on the expedition remarked that the staff resembled an oversized version of Castellos' scepter, the white shaft and blue sphere similar in appearance to his holy symbol, though the flanged head of the rod of rulership is absent on the artifact found in the shrine. If not for the mural of Castlar, this would just be one more oddity in the long list of oddities that have met us since we began exploring Iochand. But if the mural is accurate and Castalos fell containing the destruction of the Day of Ashen Skies, could this not be his real scepter? The magics that linger on it are protective in nature, and the resemblance is more than just passing. But it lies broken beyond any hopes of repair. What could that imply about Castalos himself? We should leave her scepter behind, yes indeed. Alright, let's send these guys, these 4 units, I'm going to send to Iochand, and they are going to do a little bit of searching around. Going to look for some doodads and doohickeys and shit. Gibbles Gate now. What do we got? Where are we got? Where are we going? Oilburn Cock Spinner. Sorry, Clock Spinner. Clock Spinner. Elgin Wiggle Stick. Yes, he's gonna have plenty of time to wiggle his stick as he explores. Go have fun. And then we have to get rid of maybe Fizwick Toll Gauge. We got our first farm estate. Manpower-wise, we have almost hit the 50% mark. Right, we've finished that colony, which is great. Unfortunately, the silly fucking Venales are here too. I might need a few more ships to land on them. $16 transports is probably a good start. Let's get military benefits. After the Green Tide, many orcs were captured and sold to slavery by both enterprising adventurers and fledgling orcish states alike to civilized realms of Canor, with civilized Vertesk profiting greatly. By the Age of Unraveling, orcish slaves were the staple amongst the colonial empires of Iochand, filling its plantations with expendable and cheap manpower. Our colonial governors report that the province of Altifor has built up a sizable orcish minority because of this. Okay. Fine by me. Hopefully... I mean, this could fire any January. Two of our Hezogdooms are bickering over a province. It's currently controlled by small Kongdoom, but Runroy believes it should rightfully be theirs. They're both rather passionate about this, but they know only we have the authority to decide. Small Mobobin. Small Mobobin clearly should be small Kongdoomy. And it lowers small Kongdoom's liberty desire by 20. Huge. Now everybody is happy, including me, because now I get your trade. Although, I'm pushing trade here, so not really that great for me. Due to the long-lived nature and lower birth rates, Elven Village can remain unchanged over the course of a century and can be fiercely resistant to change. The issue has come to a head as one of our fastest-growing towns have encroached on an Elven village. The Elves have refused to allow their homes to be destroyed, putting their town's future and growth in jeopardy. While forcing them to move would severely damage our relations with the Elves, allowing them to stay would severely hamper the town's future growth. I mean, okay. and some Inno, which we always like. Kind of wish I could automate the exploration process. I'm not a massive fan of it. It's kind of boring. Yinnick legends speak of what we can now translate as the Elfin Bride, a woman or being of immense power that she could break worlds, and that she is still alive, wandering the woods of Northern Ireland here. Whether it's true or not, finding a living member of the Precursor Elves, or even an intact building, would be a finding to put us in the history books. Yes, of course we'll try and find it. Also, we're capped on admin again, and I'm already at 3 stab. We're gonna have to... we'll wait until next month. And yet, we still don't have institution. Oh, Heart of Iochand, still haven't done this. Portnam needs 60 dev. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Dragon Coast all need to be my religion. Okay, we're still working on it. Colony cost modifier. We should definitely turn this one on. And you probably have one as well now. Yeah, that should be on. So should that. We should have had these on a long time ago. Do I want an Explorer with 100 tradition? I'm going to roll for it. Because maybe they are amazing, and they are in fact. Okay, don't need that on. Alright, here, I'm going to have to bring up another... where is it? It's not on here. It is in my Discord. In the Anbennar Discord. And pinned messages. There it is. So, Elfin Bride. We have... I know what the path to finding it is. Obviously, there's 3 options for each one. This is a solved puzzle, and we're going to be, doing the correct version. The Northern Forest of Iochand is a place of thick trees and barely any sunlight. It's said that one could get lost in these woods, just as one would get lost in the deep woods back in Canor, or perhaps even more so. In the dead of night, the entire camp is woken up by what looks like fireflies. But no, it was fairies. These fae resembled miniature humans, but with butterfly-like wings, and laughed with joys they played pranks on the men. Stealing trinkets, they buzzed above like bees. You wish to find our queen? Look for a tree split within 2 worlds, dearie. Hee, one says. No trust fae, Captain, one of our men whispers. The man was of brutish rune-born stock, one of the cursed ones. Fae in forest, mean harm. They dark, unseelie, look good, but actually bad, he grunted. Eventually, the sprites disappeared into the woods, but by the time the group gathered their senses, it was sunlight. The explorers had not slept, but it was time to go. So, we need to say that the rune-born is right. We must not trust the fae. This is the correct path. Oh, that was quick. Atop a hill looming above the small abandoned village is an unfinished tomb. Reality is broken on this hill. The air hums with dark energy. Monsters of the night seem to appear out of nowhere, some unknown to both the people of Iochand and Canor. It's shaped by a black stone and was not shaped by hand. The tomb is as large as a town hall, but much of it is incomplete, and the black stone that seems to have been enveloping the building is left honeycombed like holes. Peering into them returns only darkness. It's too dark to see any detail in the tomb, but whatever riches in here seem to be long gone. One of the lads does find a stone tablet written in precursor script. Some of it's damaged, but it reads, "I have come to search for my mother, but I found only the tomb of the destroyer. Received stone message, her garden west. Destroyer dead, but mind warriors lurk in the woods." As the scholar finishes reading, a ghostly chill runs down his spine, and he begs the group to leave. Many have left already, seeming to prefer the company of the gloomy forest than of the tomb. We must try and decipher more of this tablet is the correct option. Oh, I mean, admin points. I'm good on admin. Not trusting the phase, the default mode of being frozen in the prime material. That's true. That's fair. That's true. Yeah. Wait until we get full manpower. And we'll go with... yeah, you. Or full morale is what I meant to say. You don't know of all of Lencanor? Okay. Mine. Should be the most west added of Vanilla that's hidden at game start. Okay. Imperial Reform for Anbennar. I think I take this just for the manpower recovery speed. The Reavers showed no mercy upon their arrival to Canor, and Iochand suffered the same fate as many realms. Before long, the savage Northmen had crushed many of the forces the kingdom could muster, and the people would not rise to aid the realm. The great thinkers and strategists of the royal court toiled fruitlessly over impossible plans to rebuild the army, and until insight suddenly struck in an unexpected place. The court jester suggested something more familiar to the people, a simple comedic stage play to be shown all across the kingdom. The Sildol 7 follows the story of a ragtag band of Iochanders, the 3 gnomes and 3 humans, led by a halfling captain, Arnold Bravefoot. Stationed in a backwater outpost in the county of Sildol, they are first to discover a company of reavers, intending a surprise attack while the king's army fought in the north. Stuck between a reaver and a hard place, they wage a campaign of guerrilla warfare with tricks, traps, and illusions, leveraging their wits against the bumbling and brutish Northmen. The production was a runaway success, and the countless Iochanders enlisted in the king's army, energized by new dreams of fun and glory. The popularity of the play did not fade over time, and has been adapted to every medium from bard song to bedtime story, inspiring each new generation to defend Iochand. Awesome. We'll get that. I need to attack Aleander. Still no... Oh, there we go. Birth colonialism, please. I beg. Fuck! Bjorn, Rick! Fuck, you know. Well, that's a bit sad that we didn't get it. It's in fucking murder hole. Big sad. You're also lending, but trust me, you're not getting this province. It's mine. 30 artifice capacity? Like, hello? And I'll allow my allies and vassals and what have you to take care of the enemies. The remaining enemies, I should say. Consider you just got stack wiped. Do you want peace? You have no troops. Apparently not. Okay, everyone's on siege focus. I'll put you on siege focus as well, actually. Someone will get over there eventually. But whatever. Some more of that. Vanale stole the province you needed for a mission. It can only mean one thing. Time to gnome some elves. I mean, it's true. We do have claims there, after all. The problem is they're allied with Laurent, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. They are close to not wanting to fight, though. Plus, they still don't have any troops. We have 5 galleys. They have probably some heavies somewhere. I'm going to build some ships. As soon as these are done, we'll fight them. You know what? Instead of galleys here, I think I've got enough galleys. Let's build some barks. Two galleys and a bunch of barks seems like a plan. Plantations are a lucrative business, with their owners being rich and influential as nobles are in Canor. Their wealth has become known as green money, for it's grown in fields out of orcish labour, in a never-ending cycle of misery and profit. The plantation of Otifor decided to expand their business and thus their influence by buying yet more orcish slaves. Fight by me. Oh, excuse me. Do you want out? You've basically got 1k dudes. Bit of colonial enthusiasm sounds good. Right, now you have no one. Now you can peace. Anyway, more kobolds are fleeing towards the caverns. Very sad. Even though we tried to integrate them. And then we'll peace out with Nimsgård and take the island for ourselves, right? That is occupied by me, yes. And I'll take your money, because why not? I could boost your rainbow halls. When upgraded, the monument's global modifiers apply to Iochand. That's huge. That's cool. I like that. I assume I have to upgrade it for a mission. A lot of times I come here just to leave because I'm playing E4 as well and confusing the sounds, or need to play something else. Now I'm here to get kind of ASMR during your actual gameplay while I play Dragon Quest XI on your PS4. I've never considered myself an ASMR-y kind of person, but look, as long as you're enjoying it, then that's fine by me. Enjoy some Dragon Quest. It's not something I've ever played myself, but I've heard of it. Let me check. Do I have... Where's my... Hezogdoom? Carnator, Demaria, Ginfield. Right, so Carnator I know is like here-ish, right? Carnator. Yeah, Carnator's there. Demaria is like this area. I don't know... If west and east are owned by Iochand, then I make a Hezogdoom. Okay. This is the Carnator area. This is the Dame's Ear itself. Ginfield. Where's Ginfield? Okay. So a Hezogdoom can be made there as well. It's because I enjoy your reading in sort of roleplay kind of way. It's part of the game I rarely can enjoy. I'm trying to take more time to read more events in these because it is something that when I play vanilla or if I play just on my own, it is something that I often skip over as well, and I enjoy the game much more when I force myself to take the time to enjoy the game, you know? It isn't ASMR, but your voice is always stable and almost constant, and music is a soft background. You know what? I'll take it. Fair enough. Alright, the boats are almost ready. It is nearly time. Venail must surrender their attempts at, you know, returning to Elandir. All boats return to Port Nam. And we'll take a month of repair as well. As our expedition ship sailed off the coast of Mamarak, a couple of curious natives in canoes paddled... Oh, it's these ones. I like military points. It's crazy that we're... The fact... I think it's because we don't have a colonial nation. No, it's not because we have... You're getting it because it's spreading. Ebethil? Why is Ebethil getting it? You have a colonial nation. I don't have a nation. I have some colonies. I'm one province away. No, 2 provinces away from a nation. Alright, well, Venail will give me theirs. The final exploration idea sounds like a plan. Oh, as well, we're currently over a force limit by 20, and it is costing us, like 5 ducats. We could take that final idea, which I'm gonna do. Increase my naval force limit by 25. And now our force limit is 37, so we're not spending as much. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was a good click. It was a good click. I'm going to hunt enemy fleets in, I guess, just West Coast, right? How am I losing this fight? I have Artifice. I thought there was one of these that also gave... It wasn't a military one, but it did give military benefits. Yeah, centimeter chest. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, shock damage received. Okay. What are these rolls? That's better. I need to roll well in the fucking fire phase, and I'm just not. We're both breaking. These 5k Order Aldresians are going to win them the battle. I'm going to retreat. Ugh, painful start, painful start. Give me a monthly tick. Okay, we're good. Can I escape? You're gonna get there on the 5th, and I'm getting out on the 4th. Alright, sorry, Nimscod. You are gonna get stack wiped. Could I have saved him? Maybe. Oh, West Ham's the Emperor as well, isn't he? Forgot about that. Where is your army? You've only got 4k left? What the fuck happened? Huh. I don't know if your army got wiped or what. Well, no, there was 10,000. Oh, you lost to 40k in Ruby Pass. Oh, good lord. Let's go let him tank for a little while. I'm going to go and siege Vanale. Like, if we can get Vanale out of the war, then, you know, we've been chilling. I need them to not try and siege. They're clearly bad at it. Siege race West Ham? Maybe. I think I do want to get Vanale, though, because if we just siege this, that's them fully occupied. And there's no fort here. This is a really quick siege. Do I win this? Yeah, apparently I do. Apparently I do. Oh, it's the island slightly west. Oh, yeah, okay, but it's still islands and shit, right? This, I don't think counts towards it, and as soon as it finishes, it goes to Iochand anyway. Holy shit, land, please, I beg. Alright, before he gets more druids, we need to attack him. The discipline of elves, or the artifice of not Nimsgut, Iochand. This one, I don't care. Hey, the colony of Ultifor is getting better. We get a trade level. Nice. Okay. Got another thing, and we will research more. Vorpal bullets are nice. Living mirrors, mystic ciphers, wand locks. We're going wand locks. That's level 2. 15 morale on artificer regiments. Huge. Which means... Oh, I can't add anything to the Golmo. 13 out of 13 is sad. There is something I want to, though. Okay. I am gonna blow up the walls. And we're gonna drop... I don't want to give you my good general. You're not really my good general. Your 6 fire is good, though. Let's give you the 2. Okay, never fucking mind. I don't need to. I don't need to wait. We are going to arrive on the 12th of the 9th. I will read this one. The forests of old Resenta seem much brighter and friendlier than the ones in the east. They're the same evergreen trees, but there seems to be life in the old giants yet. The company eventually meets with a peculiar tribe who told us of a tale of a prince from the east. The prince was from man born from impure union, born of brother and niece, of destroyer and creator. Brethren, this is Rhaenyra Targaryen. No, Rhaenyra's like kids with Daemon. I don't think she has any, but whatever. Of destroyer and creator. To protect her shameful act, the mother gave up the prince and conjured a sickly, doomed child to die in his place, in hopes to trick the world, and she did. The darkness soon came and Destroyer died, but with him so did the world. But the prince was safe. The prince grew to be strong, but sought to find his lost mother, and in his grief dedicated his life to see her again. His search led him to this very forest. He never found his mother, for he could not see between the two worlds as the elders warned, but instead settled down and found a home. Further research alludes this is the very same prince as before, yes, and that the destroyer is no other than Duke Caniel himself. Could the Elfen Bride, his niece, be the cause of the war that brought upon the ruin of Elantir? No matter. The Elfen Bride's last location is close. It's in the forests of Old Resenter. We have something the prince did not wield. Magic! We deciphered the tablet, which should help a lot. The prince, whose name was Renetrin, was the son of Elfenbride and her uncle Ducaniel, and it was their forced union that caused the war that ended Elantir. Renetrin's calculations to find his mother almost look like two different investigations. One alludes to the interplanar business, the Fey Realm no doubt, but he had a real, true lead in Old Resenter. There's no place between worlds, but a place hidden in plain sight. Alright, if I go here, we get there on the 14th of the 9th. I think I just go there and then... Yeah, 2 days later. Muscular bow... I mean, have we got Miltech coming soon? We do. Oh, whatever. It's fine. You've reinforced, but... Our morale is heavily advantaged over you. Do you have the next tech? Is that what I'm seeing right now? You do. Oh, that's why you're so strong. Holy shit. We're still winning. We still won. Half-Elven Gala, sure. Quality of our troops is impressive? You don't say. You don't say. Oh, a lot of things read in chat. I want to suggest a nation for me to play next time. Maybe 2 or 3 recommendations. Anything Halfling is out as you already did a great small nation run. Don't want anything too overpowered like Gowed. Argolston, I like. Gorvazumbrug, I like. Gorvazumbrug is not Orc. You're thinking of Skewer Drake. They're evil. They are also fun though. Until they force you to go outside the mountains, and then I'm kind of meh on it. Argolston, though, I do highly recommend. That's a really good one. It's a good recommendation. Alright, I want a couple of dudes. I'm gonna have you land on this island. Hopefully they didn't remake troops. That would suck. To have to bring everyone over. They might have done. They did. 2 dudes versus 2 dudes. I think I win that. Maybe I should have brought more. Definitely should have brought more. Do I get there in time? No, I don't. Alright, we're bringing more. I can't be outnumbered. I could win 2v2. I can't win whatever that was. Ooh, I could call in... Oh, yeah, okay. Comedians, political struggle, whatever. Alright, we land there, we take you out. Yeah, to play Gorvazumbrug, you do need to start as either Ruby Company or... the other one. Blackbeard Cartel. Anyway, Castlos is dead. Pamphlets spread around Canor and the different hole like wildfire. The claims printed there more inflammatory than the hottest embers. Castlos, the ruling god of the Regent Court, is dead. Published by the Order of Chroniclers, the printings detail murals located in ancient precursor ruins containing vast carvings depicting the whole course of the precursor civilization. The last of these murals appears to have been made after the ruin of Elantir and depicts a deity named Castelar, known to Canorians as Castlos, trying and failing to prevent the calamity. Copies of the mural are printed on the back of every pamphlet so all can see the sky god's end, and the Telemite town criers shout the words from the rooftops. Castlos is dead. In addition to the rapidly spreading pamphlets, a radical group of apprentice mages within the Magisterium all became convinced of the Chronicler's claims and hatched a plot to seize the Tower of Adrael and use its magic amplifying properties and location in the middle of the Dameshead to project the image of the mural on the clouds for all to see. Just a few days ago, the image of Castelar faltering before the devastation of the ruin of Elantir appeared in the evening sky, flickering of the mural's form against the clouds, almost giving the illusion of the lightning shearing away Castelar's outstretched hand. The plotters were quickly apprehended and expelled, but there is no undoing what they did. No way for the population of the Imperial States to unsee the image cast upon the clouds. The shock and anger at the Chronicler's revelation has reverberated throughout Helkan, with many claiming the Chroniclers are lying and demanding action against them, while others defend the Chronicler's impeccable record as being beyond reproach. Still others clamour for answers from their religious leaders, most of whom are just as shocked as their congregations. The various clerics of the Pantheon offer different answers as they write a flurry of letters back and forth, and the High Priests attempt to calm the situation. All the while, the question of the accuracy of the Chronicler's report hangs in the clergy's heads, for if they are correct, then for all these years the Regent Court has been led by a dead god. Bye-bye stability. Big sad. Thing is, though, I'm good on admin points. Boats are there. I'm going to drop these guys, and then the other boats are going to try and do a little bit of skirmishing. Or just trap you there. That works too. Do I try and land in Iochand? My war goal is Edilandi. Is that one of these? It is, okay. So we have the war goal. Frozenmo's coming to help as well. Huge. Oh, West Ham owns this. Maybe I should take that from West Ham in this war. You don't find a tree or any sign of place between worlds, but your findings do lead you to a thick patch of forest. One of the men raises a machete to cut a path through, but you pause. A rabbit emerges from the bush. They don't belong in these parts. You look eyes with it and it darts into a hole. Following the hole leads to a path that you could fit through with care, and eventually you make it to the other side. You begin to sweat. Is it warmer than before? And then it strikes you. Greenery as far as the eye can see. Colourful shrubbery dots the landscape as if neatly preserved in some sort of magical stasis. A large glass building invites you and your companions, and even more strange and wonderful flora can be seen inside. Trees and plants that exist in places like Insia or Iochand seem to find a home here. Perfectly preserved habitat. All parts of the vast estate lead to a grand palace with recognizable precursor stylizations of the Empire. This does not seem like a place to loot, but a place to preserve. The Elfin Bride was no longer here, but she has left us with the best and brightest buildings, plants and animals of her people. The rest of Elantir seems like a shadow in comparison to Elantir that was. So, this is where the Elfin Bride house is. This is somewhere that I could realistically colonize relatively quickly. I get money. Elfin Bride Manse is just devved to, you know, plus 15 dev. It's rough to dev it, but plus 3 goods produced, splendor, all that good shit. And I guess, does it get changed its good? Maybe not. Oh yeah, it changes to exotic wood. That's cool. Nice! I like that a lot. That's cool. Here, I think we'll do increased war taxes for the next 115 months. And do I just want to shit out some workshops? Maybe a few more barrackses. I do need another farm estate, so we'll do another one in Roynums. That seems good. Alright, and we're going to focus on trying to conquer this guy. I think as soon as this is sieged, we may be able to peace out. Oh yeah, and you continue to explore things. This guy's still exploring? Yeah, good. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, why do you have no morale? I think someone else just, wait, no, you can't have taken extra tech. You just changed your units, though. We need to fuck him over before he gains... sentience. Before he gains his morale back. That was a good fight. If I go sit in Modgate, that's going to be a good idea. Again, I really wish this could be automated. It is not fun to do. Oh yeah, that I definitely want to full core. Storm Cod. What does it... Does this have any requirements? Nope. Just money. Cool. Yeah, they just have this. But look, all of this is Moon Elf, and we accept Moon Elf. So, it's fine by me. All Iochandized nations except Moon Elf. Stormcode gaining support for colonialism for a lot of money. No, I'm good. I think I am going to go for this, though. Because if I steal it and colonize it, I get my own colonial nation. Oh god, shit's happening over here. Infernal Cult Zealots, I gotta fix that. Apparently you fixing that. So West Dam, I kind of would be happy if you fucked off. That's 32? That's crazy. Right, we take this. How close is it to being colonized? Either way, seize colony. I'm going to recall you and send you. Maybe I get there in time? Maybe, it's unlikely, but it's going to be Moon Elf or is already accepted, so I don't care too terribly much. $997, yeah, there's no way. That's fine. Anacom became self-sustaining. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Which does mean we're going to get our first colony now, though. Maybe I do try and go for this. Oh, yeah, and you've gone here. The Glowing City Legend. Oh, that's another one. Yes. Your explorers stumble upon a rather hidden temple. Inspecting the temple leads to the discovery of lines of silver on the floor, different stones as walls, and floors like white feldspar, malachite, and limonite, and an obsidian ceiling with white, yellow, and green, red gems. Around the center column is a city drawn with dames here, and it looks like it's falling from the sky. This is a map, one of the men exclaims. Look at the different stones or terrains. Wood, shores, swamps. The lines are probably rivers and gems from constellations. Yes, we will search for the glowing city. So Vanail and Iochand, we can fight them in this grassland, and yeah, my quality is way better. Ooh. Troops. And a general who is very great. This is a guy that no longer is good. You're probably going to Alden Coast. Or you're going over here. Yeah, okay. I don't know why it hasn't formed a colonial nation, right? 1, 2, 3... or 5? Maybe I need to be at peace to form it? I don't actually remember. Okay, let's have another look over here. Extra 5 troops. Laurent, I don't think there's anything I want from them specifically. Maybe we take just Ruby Pass to make things easier on us? Separate PCU for this could be an idea. It would be nice if I broke your alliance with somebody as well. Xwez is a target. Yeah, let's do that. Don't like your alliance chains. Like, he's probably close to this, right? If somebody just went and sat on Laurentane, we could do it. Do we finish off quality ideas? No, I want this Miltech. This Miltech is way too important. And I feel the lack of it very keenly. Here, Laurentane, objective for Kobold Mob. I'm not going to do that. He's coming back. Kind of want to go and fight him and then come back again. Yes, that's a good idea. Bit weird to see the first thing I did for the mod pop up so randomly. What is it that you did? Also, I wasn't aware. Am I missing? Am I just blanking over a name that I should know? Are you a Anbennar developer? The lock for the glowing city event chain? Huh, I was not aware that you were an Anbennar dev. I apologize. I maybe should have known that. That's not how you do it. Hang on. There you go. This is just what we do here. Anbennar devs get VIP. That's just how it goes. Look, if I spend this much time and get this much enjoyment out of playing Anbennar, it is quite literally the least I could do to show appreciation for that, you know? Like, it doesn't give you anything, just gives you a little badge by your name, but at the end of the day, that's, you know, like I said, it's the least I could do. Isn't there like 20,000? Yeah, there is, but not all of them have Twitch. A Jerkle has been sieged. Let us go and de-siege our lands. Yeah, okay, Laurent is currently under siege, therefore they want to peace out. Fantastic. I could push further, but maybe, actually, how much? I could get to 31 war score. I can vassalize Ionida, meh. Cancelling Red Glades would be funny. Just give me war reps and a little bit of money. And then Huestam. I do want Wejma. And I want... breaking an alliance with Laurent would be quite nice. And Xwez. Don't care about Vanille, they're not going to exist. Royal said don't care, don't care, don't care. Yeah, okay, this is good. Can't get a war rep. But I can not get anything. Okay, 52 war score. Bye-bye you. Is this something we give to Ronroy? I'm not sure. But we're at 99 war score with Vanale now. So... is this full annexation? It is full annexation. Now the question is, do we do it this way around, where I conquer everything? Honestly, yeah, we do it that way around. Otherwise, I'll have a colonial nation that doesn't like me. Whereas now, there is no colonial nation to dislike me. Yeah, this is the idea. This is the plan. 100 war score, get some money, get some murder. Beautiful. Vanale no longer exists. And I get my colony. Daka's dead. I don't know about that name, but we're going to go with it. We're just going to make it a crown colony because I don't really care to fiddle. Yeah, Daka's dead. Boom. Beauty in the Ruin. I need Knobcod to have a temple and a fort. Where's Knobcod? Right there. Temple and a fort. Alright. Start with a fort. Takes longer. Wesmar got renamed to Wesmedit. I love it. And this was Ruby Pass. It's now Ruby Pass. I love it. I love it so much. It's so cool. We are going to pop a trade guy there. And then core everything else. Wesmedit. Do we want to give Wesmedit to Ronroy? Like, what? Ronroy as an OPM, not cool. Ronroy is a 3-state miner. 3-state miner could work nicely. Although I kind of want Westport for myself as well. So I give him... yeah, you know what? Ronroy, you can have it. Wesmedit. And yeah, Moon Elf is accepted. It's accepted even in my my country. Alright, you are going to explore that. You are not going to explore. You're a trader dude. Gonna go there. Yeah, I'm recording up Vanale. Moon Elf accepted. Beautiful. Wood Elf is the best tags. I've still not played a Wood Elf. One of those on the list situations. Raging Court Zealots. You can deal with that. I think that's fine. The founding of Gomoport. Okay. Here is the situation and the scenario. I want to play Gomoport. But not now. Stop playing in mountains. I'm not in the mountains. Look, I got some mountains, and I'm like, nah, I'm not playing in mountains. I'm going to give this to the kobolds. I don't have any... I have one mountain. I have one mountain. So, I need you to step all the way off my back, because I only have one mountain. Playing in the mountains. They don't have missions, though. I know, but I feel like they will at some point. Anyway, they're off to here. Good for them. Vanbury Guild's another one that I want to give a try out at some point. Alright, you're gonna drill. Let's go fix this situation. At that point, the save might be a wee bit incompatible. I mean, fair. True and fair and real and stuff. All of these rebels, you can take care of yourself. That's fine. We'll get you to come over here. We're currently colonizing with my guy there. I do have a colonist here. No, I don't have it. That's not my colonist. Where is my colonists? Aren't I colonizing 2 right now? No, only 1. Okay. So you're going to bring these artificers back home. My master recruiter died. Let's grab morale guy. Alright, I am going to take that. We are probably getting growth now. I am. I'm going to see, though, is there anyone that could give me more? I'm going to take pike and shot. I'm going to see... I could offer knowledge sharing? Oh, right, yeah, no, to the New Worlders? Nah, I don't care about those guys. Well, Iochand, then, we're going to pop on institution spread. Ooh, there is independent situation here. Kobold Horde has been found by the mob. Yay, money. And I want to check again what my mission is here in Fair New Cobble. Applenam needs to have 15 dev and a manufactory. The manufactory is being built? Yeah, okay, it's almost finished. Other than that, 3 provinces with a farm estate. So yeah, Applenam and... Didn't I build one? Roynoms? But it needs to be in the small country region. Is that including that? No. Okay, I need another farm estate. We almost have enough money. I could include subjects. Anacod. Where's Anacod? I don't see it. Am I blind? Nothing changed. Okay, Is it over here? Oh, it's on this island. No, we're not doing that there. This is in small country region, I'm pretty sure. Yes, so that's fine. Right, we have rebels that we need to take care of. We're not going to get there in time, unfortunately. You just take this guy and drill. Alright. So you are going to be converted. Elven minority is growing. That's fine by me. We like them as long as they're moon elves. So your region core and cliff gnome. Like, we do have 50% culture conversion cost. So I guess what it wants me to do is find these things that... Like, it's still 145, though. Like, that's nuts. There's no way I can afford that. And that's 50% cheaper? Because integrated halfling majority? Like, I'm never deving that. I'm never converting that, right? Not until I have more cost reductions, at least. Have you finished your fort yet? No. It's nice to have the island of Venail. I'm going to obviously need to build a fort on one of these to avoid rebellions. Hey, we've got the wand locks. Resembling flintlock pistols and rifles, these wand locks replace the usual paper cartridge with miniature spell scrolls containing specialized variants of common battlefield spells. Popular spells include magic missile, fireball, and lightning bolts, but on some occasions the wand lock has been loaded with protective spells, making for an incredibly odd sight when a gunman shoots themselves point blank in order to apply it. Finally, through the power of artifice, magic is available to the common soldier. Very cool. So, the scaled beast. I need to reopen my thing because I lost it. Jump here. There it is. So, on the glowing legend. As your troops move through the undergrowth, they hear a scream of panic and pain. Rushing to the origin, they find a native entangled by a giant snake. Your adventure captain steps in quickly, draws his sword, and beheads the scaled beast. The man starts to thank him, exaggerated, but suddenly stops as his vision falls upon the sword. Excitement takes over his face, and he jumps up and gestures at the damesteer pommel of the captain's swords, and then urges him to follow. He leads the men to a nearby village and brings them to his elder. After talking to him and gesturing to the sword, the elder starts to speak. One of the translators steps forward and says, he asks if we've been to the glowing city, if it has risen again. Maybe he talks about the city from the temple. Ask him what he knows. The elder tells a story about his ancestors who went to the glowing city and came back as gifted beings, but the city angered the gods and one day got swallowed by the earth. Okay, so maybe the man we saved would help us as a guide is what we need to click. Do we want to take this tech? Nah, not yet. Fucking Dame's Crown has already got it. Kalaseni Trading Company. There you are. I'll improve relations with you. Maybe you'll give me it. So this is pure artificers, 39 artificers so far, and a couple of cannons. Again, out of manpower though, so it's another case of let's not do anything for a while. We can do that though. And explore the outer Torn Sea. What else have we got coming soon? Colonialism in Farcod, okay. So I just need that final farm estate to be finished, and then that's done. Here, let's get that temple if it's not done yet. God damn, maybe I should have started with the temple. What else we got? Southroy reforms. 20 provinces in Northern Ireland here with farmlands is what I need to take. Rainbow Palace, I need all provinces in a Viswal area. Dev 50? Christ. North and South Viswal needs to be Rainbow Hall level 2. Ooh boy. Followers of Balgar tend towards magnificent tombs. Adherents of Munas are given to the waves, and those of the Dame are buried by the light of the moon. But what kind of funeral do you give a god? It's one of many questions the 11th Pantheonic Council of the Regent Court has set out to answer. Every high priest of every temple has taken the mural of Castelar in magical rendition, or having gone to Elandir to see it in person. They have seen, one or two even touched, his shattered scepter, and they have borne witness as most Canor has come to believe in his death, with not even a whisper from the gods to contest it. The gathered representatives of each god have expected discord over the claim of Castelos's death, unprecedented in the history of the court, but there was little. Even Castelos's own representative, an aged Castellarian refugee, was more relieved to finally have an answer to the question that twisted his soul for decades, why the Silver Dragon did not come again. Instead, most of the debate has been around what happens next. Traditional Canorian succession law would have his son Adian take the throne, but that was rooted in the traditions of Castelos's favoured country, Castanor. With him gone, with that old empire gone, does it really still apply to the court of the gods? Adherents of Corin, led by Dominic of Gallows Peak, now wizened with more than 9 decades of age, but still a member of her circle, a recorder of her teachings and a speaker of her truths, argue otherwise. Instead, they claim succession would obviously be a contest based on merit, one at which surely the heroine of the Green Tide excels. Moreover, she inherited the legacy of Agrados, Castelos's brother, and thus has a dynastic claim as well. The priests of Adian's mother, Esmerelle, and sister Ryala are quick to back the god of chivalry and righteousness. Many others, especially the priests of Nathline and Fala, aren't so sure. The debate has raged for weeks and may rage for weeks more, but on one thing at least, there is agreement. Castelos is indeed dead. All Calor, all Halan shall mourn him, and the world will never be the same. Do we observe the rites of mourning? Yeah, I don't really... Oh, well, idea cost. Yeah, idea cost. And we need to change our idea, or our, god. Or, what are we going for? Settler chance 10%, we go with, Moonus Moonsinger. Yeah, we like elves. Moonus Moonsinger seems fine. We are colonizing a bit, sure. Next idea, obviously we need to go on admin. West Ham is again Emperor. Luholb de Cobdobs is now mine. Where do we want to go next? Let's try and link up these two areas. Yeah, I just need the temple. You need a temple and we're good on that mission. Still elven forebears, but we'll get rid of that at some point. Our missionary is allowed to help out our vassals after all. Alright, there's the temple. So that's going to be that mission complete soon. Fair New Cobble, still waiting on just that farm estate. And then Rainbow Palace is just, that's a big... All provinces in visual area. 50 dev. It wouldn't be so bad, but it's not mine. I don't own it. Like, I wouldn't feel so bad about deving... Like, there's 17 and 13, and we have to dev it to 50? That's crazy. When that one's done, we've got Expand the Theatre Temple. I need... everyone to be happy, religious unity, and 3 countries insulted. That's fine. That's easy enough. Here, I need my colony to be 20 provinces, and Nobcod 20 dev. Oh, great. The tag of, hey, dev your vassals. I mean, I did dev these vassals, right? I did throw in a bunch of admin dev to them. We will, we'll accept it for now. New World Charter, Colonial Range, and Explorer, sure. Oh, we also need to do another artifice thing. Do you want the Box of Holding, Envoy Travel Time, and the Short-Term Receive? Yeah, we'll get the Centipede chests, I think. Oh no, Subterranes. Subterranes are amazing. Annoyingly, I want to remove one of these things. But I can't. Also, I don't know why the comedians are unhappy. We need to fix that. You want you to have a temple? Fine by me. There we go. And we got too many... Oh, 6 maneuver? Huge. Hang on, where are you at? Where's my... This guy. This is yours now. And I don't particularly care for... I mean, you're quite good at combat. But I don't really care about that. Yeah, Ruby Pass. Do we want to full core you as well? We shall, and I'll get the core in there. Alright, Kalasani Trading Company, will you give me knowledge? Yes. Soul Crothan, but we'll get it from you. And mission fulfilled as well. Beauty in the ruin. O star upon the morning's shining light, vestigial and hopeful as it lie, hath guided us unto this virgin land, whose ruined beauty will befits the eye. First words of Endril the Explorer upon sighting Endraliande. Nice. So we lose a little bit of money, we gain settler chance and global settler increase, and Nobcod becomes Creek Gnome. Beautiful. So yeah, Kingdom of Paradise, we need to dev this a lot. But our subject has not yet cored it. It's his... It's... It is capital, but not cored. Fair enough. We'll get that eventually. But not yet, apparently. But yeah, I think this is a good place to call it for today. We have made a small Kongdoom. And we have made a Dakased. And, yeah. The tall people have been brought small. We have made Laurent and Gowed kiss the feet of our ruler on stage. Absolutely glorious. Beautiful. We love it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. And I will see you again probably tomorrow, same time. I can't imagine why not. Should be, yeah, we'll have another good time. Thanks for watching. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.